Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the continued failure of Disney's Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. Apparent failure. They can't fill rooms now. They're offering even more discounts. 30% off to
if you're
DVC.
DVC, yeah. So remember, this is the hotel that they can't fill. We did the video not long ago talking about how they were only doing one dinner rotation. People were getting their hours cut because they had a quarter of the rooms filled. They were offering the travel agents, and there's been rumors they were offering to the Disney cast members at a reduced rate to try to fill the rooms to make it look like it's successful. I can tell you that most of December is open, and January on was completely wide open. Like nothing was sold out.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, guys. It's so bad that even other travel magazines are talking about how they're struggling to fill the voyages. And I'm sorry, it's way too damn much money for what it is. And even if you're a Star Wars fan, it's not based on the original trilogy. It's based on the sequel trilogy, which has been very divisive. And if you don't like the sequel trilogy, you're a toxic fan.
You're a horrible person, yes.
You're a horrible person. So we're going to talk about all this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants. Guys, over 281,000 subs. Thank you for the support. Go out to piratesandprincesses.net. For objective Disney news. Before we talk about this, I wanted to pull this up. This is actually coming from Scream Rant. They said Star Wars had the most toxic fandom.
Bullshit.
This is a couple paragraphs. Now listen to this.
I would argue cartoons have them beat.
Oh, I'm sure. When it comes to fandom criticism, nearly every Reddit post agreed that Star Wars is the worst.
So this is what they said. I'm all for a critical side to my fandoms. Sure you are. But I would love to be able to hang out in an online Star Wars space not dominated by shitting on the new movies. I enjoy them and struggle to find anyone to geek out with, despite it being one of the most popular franchises of all time. Okay, let me translate for you. I'm salty, pissed off because I don't want to have to be telling people that I tell them I like the new movies and they're like mad about it. So I can't find anybody who geek out with, even though it's the most popular, which means people thought it was a shitty movie. No one's geeking out over but you and anybody who, it's okay if they shit on the original trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
Shitting on the original trilogy is fine. I'm sure they shit on the original trilogy.
I'm sure
they do.
So here's the thing. They said the franchise has become so expansive, nobody seems to be able to enjoy it as a whole. I
agree with that.
I could argue it's become so expensive that nobody can enjoy it now because it's priced a lot of people out. Unless you go to Ollie's and you can find all kinds of Star Wars shit.
Now remember, the Galactic Starcruiser is the hotel we've mentioned many times that starts at $4,800 to $6,000 for less than 48 hours of a LARPing experience. You get a few hours at the Galaxy's Edge theme park in Hollywood Studios, and then the rest is they're like lame ass little busy work activities for the most of it. Even the bridge thing, the bridge training is like a video game. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but it's definitely a one and done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this is coming from WDW News Today. Hat tip to our friend John, who actually pointed it out to us. They said breaking discounts now being offered to Disney Vacation Club members for Star Wars.
Only DVC.
Yeah, only DVC, but still. In a not-so-surprising turn of events, the first discount has been released for the Galactic Starcruiser. DVC members are receiving emails offering 30% off original points chart values on select cruises. Bookings can be made with points or a combination of points and cash. So, a lot of dates open here.
Yeah, January 11th through 13th, 17th through 19th, 19th to 24th. These are the different cruises. That's weird. Why did they just put January 17th to 21st? 21st to 23rd, 25th to 27th, 31st to the 2nd of February.
Well, they're each individual cruises.
No, they're not really, because there's some of these dates. I guess they are. So these are 2-day cruises. These are ones that they're doing it on. No dates are set for 2023. True. It's wide open.
Yep.
Completely wide open.
Yep. And this is year one, guys. This is when most people are getting.
It hasn't even been a year.
Hasn't even been a year. DVC members looking to take advantage of the discount should note the following. Members must be eligible for membership extras to take advantage of this special offer. Limit one cabin per offer. Points must be used to pay for at least one member. A combination of points or cash may be used to book additional guests. Cannot be combined with any offers or discounts. Blah, blah, blah. Activities, entertainment, and characters are subject to change.
They need to change. I would argue that they should be subjected to change.
I almost thought said are subject to upcharges But
no, they'll find a way to do that too.
yeah, reservation must be made prior to the last 4 months of your use year for stays during the use year. Reservation is subject to Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser terms and conditions.
Blah 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 blah
Blah blah blah blah blah blah blah. Yeah, so they cut to the chase here. They said the experience starts at $5,000 per cabin and offers a 3-day, 2-night immersive Star Wars
adventure. It
adventure.
sound longer than it is. It's not really 3 days. You're really there half a day. You're there when you figure it out. It's literally less than 48 hours.
Yes. So look, everybody's saying this is a massive failure. This was just a week ago. This is a travel blog and said it's a waste of money, basically. Pricing's been prohibitive. From the start, the concern for most visitors has been the prohibitively high pricing for the 2-day experience. It's fair to say the property
They said it's 3 days.
It's fair to say the property is more than a hotel. It includes food. No, not it's.
I'm thinking about their 3 day. Their 3 day. You get there. I'm sorry, this is really pissing me off. I'm gonna go. You get there part way on the first day, then you have a whole second day, and the third day you're literally there for breakfast and leave. That's not a day. That's a meal.
So the least expensive option for the fullest allowable cabin is $749 a person per night. For some perspective, on a 10-night Antarctica expedition in a larger cabin with better food and an actual trip to the 7th continent, the nightly rate is $850 per person in a 2-person cabin. For a 2-person cabin in a Star Wars themed hotel, the cost is $1,200 a person. So this is WDW News Today again being cited. Despite generally positive reactions, some strong criticism did persist, including the box truck transport to Batuu and the $6,000 price point. You can go to Antarctica.
Wasn't that Drunk 3PO who found that first? Or
I think it might have been,
you know, and he was like talking about the box truck.
Sales have been struggling following the initial surge, and availability for its busiest season appears fairly open. Low season is wide open. So that's why they're doing it. They're cutting its services and staff, not the prices. Again, we did videos that they're advertising for new staff members, and it seems like they're cutting.
But then 25%, which was from WW Today, which is true. We got it from them. So yeah, it's insane.
So yeah, I don't think there is a single media outlet out there saying that this is a hit on any level. I mean,
not the ones that are aren't being paid off by Disney in some way, or Access, or their travel agent sponsored or something.
Yeah, I mean, influencers love it, but we knew it was going to be a tough sell. Everybody knew it was going to be a tough sell. I honestly thought they would get more out of it than they have. I thought they'd at least get a couple of years out of it before the interest started to wane.
I didn't think they would, because it's a one and done. But I think it's interesting that their discount they're giving are to the people who already are the DVC people who already pay a lot of money anyway.
Yes.
Like, they have money, so give it to them.
Whales.
I think that it's going to be interesting to see if they start offering discounts for other people to fill these rooms up. Like, maybe they're just trying it there to see if it gets interest or not. They will, though, because they can use points. The real what I want to see is if they offer it to other people.
That'll be very telling too. They're going to go for the whales first because they know that they've got the money, and they're willing to spend big bucks on Disney. But then they'll probably trickle down to the riffraff, soon enough if the bookings aren't there. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.